Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you all had an amazing lunch. I'm excited. I am Heidi Carr, your moderator for room 11, and I'm excited to learn about applied digital skills with Google alongside Christia Osborne Preston. This session is about, have you heard of Google's Applied Digital Skills? A free project-based online video curriculum that teaches practical digital skills for real-life applications. In these sessions, get an overview of applied digital skills, take a deeper dive into the curriculum and meaningful integrations across subject areas, experience the platform as a student, and set up a class as a teacher. Do you want to improve your Google skills? Applied digital skill lessons are great for personal and professional development. Let's grow with Google and along with Christia.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So I'm so excited you guys are here today. I know it's right after lunch. That was short, so if you're still eating, no worries. Just go ahead. You can leave your camera on, off, whatever you're comfortable with, and we'll just get started. So my name's Christia Osborne Preston. I am a K-5. I was humanities, then / technology, now / computer science teacher here in CCSD at a Title I school. This is my 26th year of teaching. I've taught kindergarten for about 19 years. Then I transitioned into teaching technology, and this is my, I think, 5th year teaching technology, which I really love. We get to play with robots and do all kind of fun, creative things. So I love it. Kindergartners are my people because I was with them for a while. So I'm always thankful that I get to teach all the students in my school. I think that's just that's a privilege for me. I have 2 sons. One goes to Clark, if you're familiar with CCSD, in the AMSAT program. The other one is off in college, and if I said to you that he is in Annapolis, you would immediately think, oh, he goes to the Naval Academy. But he's actually at a school right across the street from the Naval Academy called St. John's College. It is the 3rd oldest college in the United States. Their entire program it's called the Great Books Program. So for the 4 years, everyone reads the exact same great works of literature. And it's all Socratic method. So they read, they discuss, they write, they think, they ask questions, they discuss, they ask more questions. So it's kind of like that education I really wanted for him his whole life, right? His whole educational career. And I think that's after listening to Jason Green and just thinking about the future of education, hopefully we start bringing those kind of things into our educational world. I am a Google certified innovator, as well as an ambassador for applied digital skills. So we're going to jump into this. This is a digital literacy curriculum. As it was said before, it is completely free. It offers you a complete suite of tools and resources. It's going to be, you can personalize it. It is self-paced, so students work through it at their own pace, which is another one of those kind of futures of learning that hopefully are coming down to us. So let's jump in and get started. So grounding this in the Nevada, the Portrait of a Nevada Learner. When we think about it, yes, this does help student grow in their learning. They're actually, they are managing their own learning and learning how they learn. So this is a great tool for that. I'm trying to, this computer is too small. How do I build? Oh, so communication, collaboration is built in to this program. How do you contribute and make an impact? So these are all project-based learning. They are learning about Google tools and kind of gaining technology skills, but embedded in a larger project, which certainly some of them are around advocacy issues and things like that. And when learners are kind of leading their own learning, learning those skills that they need for the future, that is when they will thrive. If I didn't say it already, so at the top you see a bit.ly. That is it for a Wakelet, which has these slides in it, as well as the Applied Digital Skills website we'll be going to, A few articles also about other teachers, how they've used applied digital skills. Wakelet is a free tool. It is for curation and collaboration. So you can curate just about anything in a Wakelet, and then you can share it and you can collaborate using Wakelet. It is free. And there is a session, I believe, in session 6. There'll be a Wakelet, a session about using Wakelet for portfolio. So if you want to learn more about Wakelet, go there. But you should be able to use that bit.ly, log in and grab my slides, and follow along if you want. So just thinking about this curriculum, I want to go through a few of the lessons that you will see in the curriculum. So here's an example of one where you learn about spreadsheets and formulas and how to format that, but in the context of planning your dream vacation. And then another one might be learning how to do some graphic design, working with docs as you plan how you would produce a blockbuster hit. Or if there's any computer science teachers out there, or anyone who wants to integrate computer science, students can write programs and create algorithms to help them edit an essay. And you're saying, but I don't know how to do any of these things. The great thing is, as the lessons walk students through, it really is giving them all the steps they need. You become that facilitator on the side rather than that teacher up in the front of the room. And it's nice because you don't have to know everything, but you can still facilitate these. So here's our plan for today. We're going to learn a little bit more about what applied digital skills is and why Google created these for you. We're going to jump inside the curriculum so you can take a look. You will experience the platform as a teacher and as a student. And if you so desire, you can hopefully, the goal is that you have the opportunity to set up a class. And on Monday, you could walk in and have your students complete a applied digital skills lesson. So this is most appropriate for 4th grade and up. 4th and 5th grade may take a little bit of scaffolding, but it's definitely doable. I will talk a little bit about what you can do if you teach K through 3. The lessons themselves, just giving them to students probably isn't most appropriate, but we can use some pieces of the lessons for them. This actually is appropriate for college students. It's appropriate for adult learning. So if you are need to develop some PD for your school, particularly at my school, the teachers could probably use some help with Google Drive, how to manage that. So I could certainly set up a class for them. They could work through the lesson at their own pace. And these are also good for personal learning. So if there's a skill, you're like, I really want to learn more about spreadsheets, you can do these lessons as well and kind of gain those skills. I also had the idea that, as I said, I work at a Title I school, so there's a lot of poverty. I'm mulling around the idea of how can I do this with the families and with the parents, and kind of help them gain skills that they might need to get a better job, or gain skills that they could use then to go on to some of the other Google products for learning about cloud computing and IT certification. So it really is a versatile curriculum. So this curriculum has been designed to teach students practical skills that will help them succeed, not only in their job market, but also in practical situations. So before I keep going and talk a little bit more about some of the other lessons, I'd love it if you type in the chat something that you're struggling to teach students in the area, and it doesn't even have to be in the area of digital literacy, something that you're struggling to teach students, that you've really always wanted to teach them, that you want to jazz up your lessons a little bit, some way you'd like to integrate technology in, and maybe pop your grade level in there as well. That's just so that as we're going through the platform, you might be focused on, let me look for these things, or if someone finds a resource for you, they can post it in the chat, because like I said, this is very there's a lot of curriculum. There's over 200 lessons in here. So that'll also help us get an idea of what people are looking for. All right, so some SELs, writing for GATE, certainly will be some writing in there, problem solving. Music, there are actually some visual and performing art lessons in here. Computer science for second grade. As I said, I don't know that this is going to be the best platform just to kind of hand over to students, but I'll show you how you can use some of the resources. Give it about 30 more seconds. Student-driven lesson. Yes, I'm feeling with kinder and first grade. They're real good on the touchscreens. Actually, at my school, kindergarten has touchscreen Chromebooks as well. So they're always flopping back and forth between those tools. All right, so let's keep going. So what's Google's motivation in this whole thing for building this curriculum? So they saw this challenge in the job market that it is just changing so rapidly, and employers are really looking for skills that some students aren't confident in. And I mean, quite frankly, a lot of times we don't have the time to teach in isolation. So they looked at this as an opportunity to build these technology lessons that can help students gain practical skills to prepare them for the job sector that are really, really growing fast. Students, in Google's mind, they are the learners of today. They need basic digital literacy skills to be successful in their career in any field. And Google always wants to help teachers kind of take some things off your plate so that you can do the important teaching part. So that's why they have so many lessons planned, and they have lots of tools and resources for you. So they developed Applied Digital Skills. As we said before, it's free. I like to say that a lot of times because we don't get a lot of free things, right? Free video-based online curriculum that's preparing students for any number of jobs that require digital skills. So here you see kind of a list of some of the digital skills that you'll see embedded in the lessons, and then some practical life skills as well. They really do fit any class subject. They are great for integrating things that you already teach into these lessons. And there is also a variety of tools that you'll see that have been used, and there's a way to filter for certain tools. If you really want to teach kids about Google Drawings, there's a way you can filter lessons just for that. So they've really given you a lot. As I said, there's over 215 lessons in here for you to take a look at. So these are ISTE certified. They've got the seal of alignment from ISTE. This curriculum was launched in 2017, and they do keep building upon it every year. They also take feedback from teachers. So if you ever have feedback for them, definitely let them know, and they will try to incorporate it. I know that right now they're revamping all the lesson plans because they got some good feedback on that. They revamped the lesson plan format, as we'll see coming up. This also emphasizes the 4 C's, which is super important, as we know, as we're helping students learn how to think and navigate the world. While we know that communication and collaboration are integral in life as well as in work, we also understand that many students do not have regular opportunities to build these skills. So you can turn any of these into a group project to help students practice those skills. All right, so hopefully let me start this. This is a very short 1-minute video. Gives you a little bit more insight into curriculum. Okay, there we go.
We can't hear the volume.
Okay. Hold on.
You may
Okay.
have to make sure on the share part you have
Share.
this sound.
So is that in advanced? No, who can share? Who can share? Okay, is it? I don't see it in the new share section. Is that in video?
Yes.
No. Is it? Video settings. It's not my video. No, that's not it. Audio. Okay. I don't know.
The form has not been dropped yet, so it will be dropped here shortly.
All right. I'm not sure where that is. I cannot find it. Is it in more? No. Pause recording. No. Okay. It's okay. It's just kind of an overview and some students talking about skills that they get from it. It is in the slide deck, and what I'll do is I'll try to put it in the Wakelet as a separate entry so that you can just watch that at your leisure. So when we go in, there are lesson plans for you. The lesson plans are very comprehensive. They've got learning objectives. They have your procedures, all your videos that are in there, as well as assessments and rubrics all built in. It's nice because you'll see as a teacher, everything is, there's a dashboard where you can see students' progress. You can see how they're working, so how their self-directed working is learning or is going, and it's also trackable. So you can keep track of, okay, how's everyone progressing on this project. So inside the curriculum, so we're going to take a look at a few more lessons. So if you've ever wanted to teach students how to do an if-then adventure story, or kind of a choose your own adventure story, there's a little bit of figuring out how to link the slides together. So this project is really nice because it teaches students how to use Google Slides. It also teaches them how to format those Google Slides and get that interactivity of the slide deck going. So this, of course, you could really do this for any topic. I think this would be great for writing and GATE. Really kind of any subject. My computer is going slow, y'all. Bear with me. This is create a presentation, an all about topic. Again, this could fit anywhere you want. I know in second grade, they do and at my school they do an animal report. In fourth grade, if you want to do something with Nevada history, this really teaches them how to use slides, which sometimes it's just hard to find the time to have that as a separate lesson. Let's learn how to use slides, but here it's kind of embedded in something that they're already doing, as part of your standards. So I mentioned there's a little bit of art in here as well. So students can make art with Google Sheets, pixel art. So they learn conditional formatting, how to set those things up, and they can let their creative juices flow as they design their pixel art. So this one really could fit in most subject areas as well. Planning an event. So, and if you look at the time on this one, I believe it's definitely more than one class period. So something that could kind of stretch out. They're using Google Sites. They're using a spreadsheet. They're creating graphics. They're learning how to use docs. So this one really does kind of encompass a lot of different tools. And it's funny, I'm taking my computer science endorsement right now, and I'm in the technology methods class. And basically my project right now that I'm working on is I have to design an event for any number. They gave us a few companies to choose from, so I picked a music company. So I have to right now I have to design their logo. I have to make a form letter template. I have to make an email. So I have to make a flyer. So really embedded skills. So even in college, I'm doing something very similar to this, or professional development, I should say. So this lesson, which I used with my college age student, this is organizing college information. So if you teach high school, this is great, a great way for students to learn how to use a spreadsheet. And also, did that ever important, college college research along the way. So super practical skill. All right, so as I said, we want to get you into the platform, looking at it as a student, looking at it as a teacher, and maybe even setting up some classes, setting up some lessons if you want. So that's where we're going to move into now. Now, I'm going to show you how to get logged in. If you want to log in and like go for it, you can. I will still be going through some of the tools and things, how things look. But I know some people are like, I want to get in there and I want to push all the buttons. And I always encourage you to push all the buttons. All right, so we're going to look at applied digital skills as a student. We're going to look at some lessons, and then kind of think about how we might be able to use it. So the first thing you do is you go to g.co/applied digital skills, and I have that link for you. Please move that. Maybe. My computer, it does not like me right now. Copy, paste. All right. No, it didn't get clickable. Ugh. Oh, there we go. All right. Maybe Heidi can get you the clickable link if she doesn't mind. But if you just, yeah, I did the same thing to you too, huh? So if you go there, again?
Just copy it and paste it and it'll show up.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. So you just go there. You do need to sign in with a Google account. And once you sign in as a teacher, because you want to set up all those kind of permissions and things that a teacher would have. So if you sign in, this is what your screen will look like. You let them know you're a teacher. And then in a moment, I'll show you how to switch over to a student account. But if you want to poke around as a teacher right now, you can. But once you switch to the student account, then we're going to have this code, which is NCZN. So you'll enter that code in to go into my class for this training. Do you have to? No, you can still look at all the lessons, but if you want to experience it as a student, that's the way to do it. So as I said, if there are people who want to just dive in right now, go ahead. If not, I'm going to walk you through what the actual platform looks like and show you a few things there. So you will have a dashboard. This is where you'll find your lessons. It's also where you'll have your classes, and you can see your student progress. And then each lesson is organized in the same way. It's got this video and it's got the information on the right side of the screen for students to move through. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the platform now so you can see a few things. So I am in browsing curriculum at this point. And as you see, I've got these filters on the side, and it will help me filter that by grade level. I can filter it by digital tool. They even have some kind of obscure digital tools on here like Google Earth Engine, Quick Draw, things like that. So you can jump into find exactly what tool you want to work on. It also has topics, so that's your subject areas, and type of lesson. And then you can put a little section of favorites down here. So as you, oh, I know this. No, I don't know what it's doing. Hold on, let me get back over here. So the first thing you see on the Browse curriculum are collections. So Google from time to time will put out kind of these seasonal stacks of lessons. So I'll get an email like around Martin Luther King Day. Here's a bunch of lessons you can use during Martin Luther King Day. So you see that the back to school lesson. And these aren't necessarily any different than the lessons that they already have in there. They've just taken them and put them in kind of a collection. Especially these back to school ones will be, how to set up your Google Drive, how to use Gmail, things like that. Then I scroll down and then I can see the individual lessons. Each lesson on this card is going to tell you what the title of it is, how many lessons it will take, how much time, and then it'll give you a little bit of info about the lesson and what tools you'll be using. I can just immediately add it to a class from here. If I already have a class set up, I can favorite it, or I can add it straight to Google Classroom. I'm going to jump into my dashboard right now, and let's take a look at what I see as a teacher. So this is where I have my classes set up. It looks a little bit like Google Classroom, right? I have my classes, my archive classes, my favorites. If I click into this class that you guys are in right now, you see it has the lessons on the card, has that code right there on the card. If I jump in, oh, my computer is. All right, so I have given you, I think, 4 or 5 lessons that you can check out if you want. As a teacher, this is what I see. I see the title of the lesson, and I can see the progress over here. I can also click on these buttons to look at what activities have been viewed, projects if students have submitted them, and quiz results, because there is a quiz assessment built in. So I've given you Discover AI in Daily Life. So this is, the students learn a little bit about artificial intelligence and then using some artificial intelligence tools, as well as Google Science. I gave you the pixel art one. I gave you the if-then story. I gave you the photo journal in Google Docs, it would be great for lots and lots of different subject areas. So I'm going to click into, no, I want to go to if-then story, I think. So I'm going to view this lesson. I can show you what kind of things you have available. So you'll have this is kind of your summary page before the start of the lesson. I'm still loading. So you have your activities tab, you have teaching materials. Oh wait, I think it's there. So it tells you how much time, your digital tools, your skills. And then here is the lesson for you down here. You can click on each one of these and see what each part of the lesson is. If there's this little circle play button, that's got a video, right? You see that there's the quiz and there's some extension activities as well. Now, if I go back up here and click on teaching materials, oh boy. I have my lesson plan. There's a sample rubric, and there's even certificates that you can print for students when they finish. So let's go into actually. That's loading. I'm gonna go to this lesson plan. All right. I think this is the create a photo journal. No, all about topic. All right, so here's your lesson plan. It's got your learning objectives. It's got links directly to all these different things. So if you don't want to scroll, you can take a look there. It's got some vocabulary for you, as well as kind of a checklist of the digital skills that students will be using. Then it goes through each lesson video that you can watch it from here if you want. You can also view their progress. My computer just reloaded. As I scroll down, there we go. There's also the extension activities that are in there. So if some kids already have some of those skills, they want to take it into, take their skills further, they can. It's got a procedure, things you can do before the lesson, during the lesson, and after the lesson. So this isn't necessarily something that you're going to stand and deliver kind of this, because really it is self-paced. I mean, if you do want to do some type of whole group lesson at some point in the middle or some small group lessons, you can use some of their procedures there. My computer just reloaded again, so we're going to keep going down, and I'm going to see if I can find. So then down here, it's got the assessment. So it tells you exactly what you're looking for in each project. There is a lesson rubric here as well. It gives you an example project. So some kids just need to see an example, right? And then there are ways that you can customize this lesson. So if you're short on time, if you got more time, or how can I align this to some of my core subjects? So that is what the lesson plan looks like. As I said, that's a new format for them. And I think it's better than the previous one. So I want to go back for a second. And I want to grab, I don't know why I didn't do this for you guys, but for some reason I didn't give you the all about topic. I can add that in, but I want to look at that. There's something in the resources that I want to show you. Maybe I won't. Oh boy, sorry y'all. I was just telling Heidi, my computer is telling me it feels like it's on its last leg, and I think I'm overloading it right now. All right, we're going to go into the teaching resources. Let's see if I can pull that up. And I'm going to close some of these tabs. Okay, so on my dashboard, there is a teaching resources tab. So if I go here, I can explore lessons, but it also has some guides for you, like how do you get started? Here's a guide for guardians that you could send home. It talks a little bit about the lesson plans and the rubrics. There's a checklist for your classroom to see what you need, what students might need. And then there's some video tutorials. So if you want to revisit some of these topics, test it out, they've got these all there for you. So that is a nice resource. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard. Let's see if I can. I'm going to create a presentation all about topic. And I want to go in teaching materials here because, as we said, these aren't really written for K2, but some of the lessons have a button here where you can download all the videos for the lesson. So let's say they have a really good video that introduces students how to add a text box to a Google slide. You can download that video, and now you can take that and use that as maybe a flipped lesson, where students watch that and then add it in, or you can watch it whole group to sort of teach them how to add text box to a Google slide. Or let's say you want to get a little bit more proficient at that. So you can watch that video and then be able to walk your students through that step by step. So that's one of the things that you can do to kind of modify this for K3. You could also just have them do one part of the lesson, right? They can watch the video and do one part. So that's one way you can kind of modify. All right, I'm going to go in here as a student so I can give you a little lay of the land. Now, if you are working, and you probably figured this out already, but right here where it says teacher, if I click there, I can change my role. Where is it? Maybe. Teacher role. Okay. Maybe it's in profile. No, I don't know. That's weird. My computer's definitely acting strange. There should be a button in here that says change your role. let me know if you don't find it, and I'll try to figure out where it went for me. That's weird. So all the lessons are set up this way. They have a video here for students to watch, and then, oh, I am signed in. Then over here has their instructions and any links they need. Down below, there is a transcript. So we know some kids are not going to watch the videos. That's just the way it is, right? So there's a transcript if the student would rather read the video. You can change the playback speed. I know I always watch videos much faster, or they can also watch it slower if needed. And they can change the language right here. So there are some nice accessibility features already built in. And if I watch that video, I open up my slide deck and I click next, and then it's going to teach me the next part. And that's how you move through the lessons. So let me go back to my dashboard. So here's what I'm going to do for the next, let me see what time it is. For the next about 15, 20 minutes, you're going to have time to just investigate, set up your class if you want, pick out some favorite lessons. Say that again?
Christy, we have a great question. How do you
Yeah.
integrate this into Canvas?
I don't believe there's an embed code. As you see, you can embed in it, it embeds into Google Classroom. So I think you would just have to give them the link to apply digital skills and then the code to get in, right? I think that's the only workaround right now for Canvas. I know, which I don't like, because I like keeping kids in Canvas as much as possible if that's what I'm using, but that's probably how I would do it. In profile. Thank you. Oh, so what's odd now is, it could be, no, I don't think so. Right now I have the change account role button, which I did not have before, which is, bizarre. So there's a change account role, and then someone said you can change in your profile as well. So I'm going to go into here as a teacher. So you can take a look in the dashboard. Now, if anybody needs help logging in, let me know. Yeah, you can definitely use these without using Google Classroom. You don't even need Canvas either, right? You can just send kids to this website and then off they go. So I got a couple people working here. I see their progress. People working here. I can click in here and see which activities you viewed. Right, it's telling me what you've completed, what the percentage. I could see project submitted, quiz result. As you're working, I had trouble logging in. Can you give me more information? I'm not able to add your class in Google. So are you saying I used the link, it worked, but the passcode did not? Okay. Oh, you weren't able to add my class. So I think, did you switch to the student role? You did. Okay. Because I do have some people in, so I'm not sure. And you use a Gmail account, or if your school's Gmail. School. All right, I am not sure. You don't have to go in my class to poke around the platform, but it was just so you could see it as a student. If you click on start a lesson, you will also see it as a student as well. The class code again it's right here on the screen. So if you want to just to know where it is for your students, one place to find it is NNV8ZM. Unless I typed it in wrong earlier, which you would not surprise me. Oh, what I was gonna say earlier, if you find something cool or something, a topic where you're like, wow, I can't believe this topic was in there, or oh, somebody said that they wanted an art topic or a music topic, just type it in the chat so that we can all start uh finding out what's on here. As I said, there's lots of lessons, there's lots to look at. Google tried to make it really comprehensive for you. And that's what their ideas for teachers are, really to take kind of the things that are tough, the things that can be kind of a burden, and they want to do that for you so you can do important teaching. Yeah. Yeah, we might as well let them do that, right? This is kind of a little known, not a lot of people know about Applied Digital Skills. It really is nice. Good for subs, sub plans. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, to change your role, perfect. Yes, you can change your role under profiles, or miraculously, my button reappeared, change account role. And oh, help center. Yeah, so there's a help center there for you. I think that's where you can probably put in, if you have any any ideas, put them in there. Let's go. I'm gonna go back into my dashboard so we can see. I also like that the progress is in real time. So you could have this on an iPad walking around and you'd see, oh, so and so is kind of behind. Let me go check on them. Oh, you know what I was gonna do? I said I was gonna add the All About Me lesson. I forgot that one. Or All About topic. How is it? Let's okay. All about. Maybe not. I'm not adding. I'm not adding a lesson. Oh, it's still thinking. Good. So just to add it, all I have to do, hopefully, is click here on the add a lesson button. I don't think it's going to cooperate. There we go. Add a unit. Then I could say add it and add to class. Done. So just that fast. All right, we're gonna take about 6 more minutes. So hopefully, if you're setting up a class, you've got time to do that. And I'm trying to move my chat. There we go. Oh, got you. You are welcome. I know I like anything that's free too. Any more questions? Anything you're wondering if it has, or where to find? As I said, the teaching resources is going to be a good spot if you're like, I don't remember where this is. There's videos for you. About 5 more minutes. That code would be in the student profile. So you have to go up, change your role to student, and then there should be like a join class, either a button, like a plus button, which you would click, and then it would give you the join the class with the code. It looks like, let me see if I can find it. All right, it looks like that. Join a class. Change my role to independent learner. What does that roll offer? I am not sure. That is something new that I have not delved into yet, and I did not even know that was there. So can you put the class link since the code is not? Oh yeah. You go here. You can do it that way too. If I hover over here and I click copy, maybe link has been copied. Okay. Oh no, it actually doesn't copy the link to the class. It just copies the code. So I don't think there is a link to the actual class. You have to go to the website first and then enter the code. That's kind of a limitation. How do you change to student? So you go up here in the corner where your teacher title is, and if you scroll down to change account role, and then you can switch to student. In your profile. Yeah, this is another thing that's a little clunky to me. Then I gotta change my role right here. So that is definitely something that could be improved. Or I could just have a little toggle button in that little menu. That would be nice. Okay, about 2 more minutes. All right, as we are wrapping up, got about 30 seconds left. If you wouldn't mind in the chat, let us know a cool lesson you found, if you're all set up and ready to go for a class, if there's something else that you're looking for, any questions you have, just do a little bit of reflecting on your learning today. Something you're excited about, something you want to look more into. Interactive adventure, yeah, that's kids like making those. Those are super fun. Promo flyers. It's funny, my college student just told me he had to make a flyer for one of the clubs he's in. So definitely a lifelong skill, right? Digital schedule, collaborative slides. Yep, you guys are finding all the good stuff. Awesome. Got some ready to go. More time to explore. Got you. We never have enough time, do we? Says something. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with that code for you. Vocabulary flashcards, all about you. Nice. Awesome. So I know Heidi's going to put in the survey for DOE, but if this is optional, if you wouldn't mind filling out, this is an attendance form for Google, just to see the reach of the Applied Digital Skills Ambassador Program. It's just going to ask you if you attended. If you don't mind filling that out, awesome. If you don't want to, no big deal. Not to worry. Any last questions?